So there are two gentlemen sitting in parking lot talking to each other, and I'm gonna go over to them and ask them one simple question. What is it that the black man has done in the past? Why the white man hates the black man, most of them, not all, and why they killing the black man every opportunity. And when they look at the history of what the whites have done to the blacks, it has been very, very, very terrible. So I want to ask these two dudes, what do they think? All right.
Good.
Look like you're enjoying the day, eh?
Yeah. Have a coffee, little chit chat.
Yeah. You guys from around here, Welland, eh?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
nice.
from here, yeah.
Yeah.
Born here. You looking for a certain area? You need information?
No, I just I do a YouTube channel, and you notice recently a lot of things been happening, especially in the US with the blacks and the whites.
Yes.
I'm just curious, and this is a historical thing, eh?
Yes, that goes way back.
Way back. I mean, I have non-stop messages coming to me about all the historical, the nasty history of the whites and the blacks.
You see, U.S. and Canada's not the same.
I know.
Everybody's equal.
Yeah, no, but historically, I still think there's some bad history there, right?
Well, there was at one point, but when the freedom came from the States, there were some African Americans
Yeah.
that came across
Yeah.
and wanted to be with the British Parliament. The British. And 200 years ago, a lot of the black people come to Canada to live so they can be free.
Okay.
Yeah, they come here
So they don't have I don't know the history honestly, so I'm ignorant about the Canadian history. So they don't have a history of bringing slaves here?
Well, no.
No?
The slaves ran away to be here, to be free.
Oh, really?
They come here to be free.
Okay.
In Canada, you're free. In 1812,
Yeah.
the War of 1812 between the States and the British Empire happened.
Yeah.
Okay, there were many people that had fled the United States, okay, and came to Canada, and they wound up owning land. Okay, they were African Americans. They owned land, and they came up to the generals of the British Parliament,
Yeah.
asking to fight against the Americans.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah.
And he says, I own land here. I'm a member of under the British rule, and then I want to fight for the freedom of this country.
Ah. Okay.
And it
But
was awesome.
let me ask you a question. The main question I wanted to ask you, and thank you for that education, because I am ignorant when it comes to Canadian history and the blacks and slavery and all of that.
I've got many friends that are from African origin.
Right.
Leroy Bell.
Yeah. So the question is, what do you think is the major cause historically why one race, just because of skin color, have decided to oppress and kill and maim and enslave? It's money.
Believe in God.
Huh?
People need to pray and treat everybody equal because God loves everybody.
No, I'm asking you, what do you think is the reason? Okay, you don't get up and just beat up your wife. She has to do you something, right? Let's say you beat her. That's for argument's sake.
So, you know what?
Yes.
To me, all of this, everything you're talking about, to me, is not Canada. That's
No, well, I'm just asking your opinion as a privileged white person. What do you think is the reason?
I'm no good. Hey, in Canada, everybody's privileged. I'm a French Canadian. In Canada, in Ontario, French Canadian, we're the minority
Yeah.
because we're French.
But you're still not answering my question enough. All right, you seem to will answer the question. What do you think is the cause of it? Why they choose? You say the money. Explain that.
They wanted, okay, how the French came over here. Yeah. Okay, ages ago. The English used to have us. We did all the work for them. Even before that.
Yeah.
Okay? When the French came over here ages ago, okay, they had a lord.
Yeah.
And that lord, okay, well, if you worked his land, that section, we'll say that 40 acres,
Yeah.
you had to give.
I gotta go at
30
10 o'clock, so.
You had to
I'm
give
not here
30
for,
to 40% of everything you earned off that land to the landowner.
Right.
Okay. Now everything you made after that, you just barely made it.
Right.
Okay, to pay the taxes to the landowner. Okay.
Yeah.
This is now. So they had everybody in a feudal lordship controlled. Okay, and they did this to anyone who was, whether you were French, whether you were Métis, whether you were the Aboriginals, okay? Well, they came and went.
See you later.
Okay?
Have a good day, my friend.
Thank you, man.
Okay?
Canada,
That's my
everybody's
Oh,
equal.
yeah.
That's my
Everybody in Canada is equal.
Well, that's what they say, but
Everybody's free.
if you look, even here in Canada, they'll tell you that the majority of people who are in prisons are blacks. There's a higher percentage of the blacks. That's a known fact, and the Métis, as you were
The
saying.
majority in Canada are Native
Because-
Indian that are.
Because we're French Canadian.
And French Canadian. A lot of French Canadian in jail. Oh,
Yeah, but I'm saying in terms of the proportion.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say that's what look. I'm just talking based on what I hear.
good day.
Yeah. All right.
Hey,
Yeah, later. No, what happened is way back when, okay, the French came over here, colonized everything, and then
Yeah.
Napoleon did his stupid stuff in France there.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And so he had to sell off a whole bunch of land, and he sold it off to the Americans,
Okay.
well, which was the 13 colonies, okay, which had fought against Britain, and actually became independent, okay, but how they took care of their land and everything, they went and get people from all over the world to come over there, and they enslaved them. And it was against British rule in the 1800s, early 1800s, not to do that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the French, okay, had another way of doing it, saying, yeah, well, technically you're free,
Yeah.
but you have, if you want land, you want a place to grow your food and all that, well then you have to come and work for us,
Okay.
okay? But you have to give 40 to 50% of everything you earn
Right.
to the guy who owns the land.
Okay.
Okay, now you got just enough to, you got your cattle, you get your feed, or like you're just making it, okay? And you're raising your family and everything like that, okay? And they wound up going to war, okay? With the Americans.
They wound up doing what?
They wound up going to war
War,
against the British Empire and the United States in
Yeah.
1812, and so many, well, hang on, where's that? So many African Americans, okay, came across, okay, and because it was illegal to own slaves in any British Empire, okay, it was now illegal. They did it at one time.
Yeah.
Okay, but they realized where they went wrong and how they can actually make people, help the people be better. Okay, by giving them their freedom, they do their land, they become part of the parliament system.
Right.
Okay, they even came up and told the generals, we want to fight against this tyranny that's coming here. Okay, and that was the War of 1812s.
Right.
And so many people of African origins, okay, there were platoons, okay, fighting against the Americans. They sunk ships in Lake Erie. Many ships are in the bottom of Lake Erie
really?
because of that.
Wow.
Okay, and the reason why, because see, we're part Métis,
Yeah.
and so my grandmother's side, okay, they were Aboriginals.
Yeah.
Okay, and on my mom's side, okay, and so technically I'm French Canadian, I'm Métis, Ojibwe, okay, and so yeah, we got shit on a lot, okay, but like we would come to the defense of our friends, okay. They said, you can't talk to him like that, okay, and he says, I'll talk to whoever I want, like the way I want. And I says, no, you can't, okay. Okay, and I explained it this way on Facebook, okay, and I said, Black Lives Matter, MLB, okay? No.
BLM.
MBL, okay?
BLM.
And I says, yeah, Black Lives Matter, okay? This is, and I said, look at it this way, okay? We're all born with a soul, okay? He says, and that soul needs to move around, okay? So you may be of Asian origin, okay, or East Indian, okay, or Caucasian, or African, or Asian, okay? You need a body to move this soul around so that you can actually do good and help out in the world, okay? It's like a car manufacturer, okay? You look at the car manufacturers, you can get any kind of color car you want,
Right.
but it's going to be a Chev, a Ford, GM, a Dodge, okay? And the one guy said to me, oh my gosh, what a great scenario. And I said, you know what, okay? There's so many things that are not right, okay? But it's up to all of us to stand up,
Yeah.
okay? And say, this is not right, it's unjust,
Yeah.
okay? And I find that not enough people speak up.
Right.
Okay, that's what I find.
Yeah.
Okay, and I do what I can
Yeah.
in any situation where I find where it's unjust. And I have Russell. Okay, there's Frank. Okay, there's Derek. We're about 10 people. Okay, that I know that we hang out together, and they're African origin. And then I got some Métis people, and then I also got some, well, all the other nationalities.
Yeah.
You know, Polish, French.
Where do you hang out?
Oh, it's like we come for coffee here.
Wow.
When we used to inside.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was.
Oh yeah.
We had it was well. Welland used to have Polish hall, Ukrainian hall, Hungarian hall, Slovak hall, the French hall, the Italian hall, okay, the Polish, I think I said Polish. What's the other one? Starts with a C. Okay, and
Like Croatia.
Croatian. That's it. Everybody would mix.
Yeah.
Everybody would talk.
Yeah.
Okay, and even at the church level, we said it was always in French when we went to church. And I said to them, I says, you know what? You need to change the church so it's a bilingual mass.
Yeah.
Because many of the people who are getting involved in the communities, okay, it's in between races now. Okay, and so we have to set it up so that they could listen in English even though they married a French person. Okay? And I said, but have one mass in French, have one bilingual.
Yeah.
Okay, so this way it works out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, and it's I work. I'm an electrician by trade. Okay, I'm retired now, and so many of my fellow union brothers, okay, of all races, okay, like we stuck up for them, okay, because hey, why are you sending him in there? Okay, he doesn't have the respirator, okay, and the one was Asian, okay, doesn't have a respirator. He's supposed to have a harness, supposed to have the tripod there in case something happens down there. We can crank him up.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, don't worry about him. I says, oh yeah, you're gonna do just like they did with the CP rail. Okay, I'll send the Chinese guy in. Okay. You know. So, and then boom. Okay, something happens. Okay.
Yeah.
And I says, no, you can't do that. You got to do the protective thing.
Right.
And I would stand up. I get laid off a lot because I would. Okay. I come in on a job. This is in the foreman with duties type of things, and I says, you can't do that. Okay, you're not a union steward. I said, I should be.
Yeah.
I says, you can't do that. I says, I'll report it.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm on my I had a cell phone back in the 90s. Okay, it was a brick. Okay, and as soon as I seen that something was wrong, I called the union. Union steward was over.
Yeah.
I says, that's one of our brothers. We got to take care of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were black, they were Asian, they were Pakistani, or of a, I don't know how you call that. Métis even,
Yeah.
okay? So my mom said, we got raised, it says, the soul needs a body.
Okay.
And whatever color your body is, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay? It's the point that now you can go around and go help people because your soul says from God, okay, that you should do the right thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how we learned it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
My brother, he has a hard time dealing with issues. He went through a lot. Okay. So.
Oh, that's your brother just left?
Yeah, that's my brother.
That's your blood brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same mother.
Yeah, you see, people are so different because I can say it was a bit sensitive for him. I could
too
see
sensitive.
that. Yes, I could see that because
Yeah.
he just want to dismiss it and say, "Oh, Canada is okay and everything is nice,"
Yeah.
but it's not true. That's not the fact.
No, there is some bullshit going around here.
Thank you. And I what's your name?
Gil.
And I'm Willie. I respect
Willie.
your
Thank you.
honesty because and for wanting to not just sidestep the issue, because if over the years people took your approach and talking, that's where it begins, talk. Why is it that you, if I cut you, I see blood red. If you
Same
cut
color.
me, same blood red.
Yeah.
Skin color, God, how I see races.
Yeah.
I see like flowers.
Yeah.
There's so many, especially here in Canada, there's so many variety.
Yes.
Yeah, that God would be just so limited
Yeah.
if he was just to create one flower or two. He has created an abundance of different, so he also do that with races.
Yeah.
But here come one race, because we live in an evil world, to say, you know what? Because we're in the majority and let us arm ourselves and take away the power, and then we're gonna use one race because that person looks different and we're
Yeah.
gonna oppress that person. It's wrong.
Yeah.
It's wrong, and it doesn't matter. And there are a lot of people who just see themselves as being superior.
Yeah.
Or they would not talk, a white girl would not maybe date a black boy because he's this and he's that, or it's just racism is like a disease. It is
become
like
a
a
disease.
sickness,
Yeah.
and when people practice that, it just degrade human beings, because we're all one in God's sight, and it's wrong for. Oh,
That's
your
my
phone is ringing.
Yeah. No, but
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll just go get it. That's my other brother.
Oh, you have a lot of
I
brother.
was supposed to do something.
Yeah.
Now I'm relaxed.
Ah.
But
Anyway,
anyway, it was great talking with
same
you.
same here.
Okay, now on Facebook, I put a thing there, and I said basically that we have a soul, and the only way they're walking around is in the 5 different races that is on this planet.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's like a car manufacturer.
Yeah.
So many different color cars. Okay, but so many different kind of cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
And and the thing is that how are we to do good to someone else? That what we got to do is we got to take our soul and we got to go help somebody and speak up for them when no one else will speak up.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what I've always been doing, and I've always I taught at George Brown.
Yeah.
Okay, as a professor.
Give me your Facebook contact now, can I? Your
Gil Brochu.
Could you spell it?
GILLES BROCHU.
Okay.
Yeah, this is in so that's it.
All right. Probably send you a friend request.
Yeah.
Steven is my real name. I could go by Willie, but
Willie. Okay,
Yeah.
Stephen Willie.
yeah.
Okay.
So good to meet you, man. Good to meet
Pleasure.
you.
Yes.
And I respect what the fact that you stood around to speak about the issue.
I've come to
you
many-
didn't disappoint.
I've come to many points where situations has happened
Yeah.
where I called in the union.
Yeah.
Okay, when I was working as an electrician.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not happening. This is wrong. They're doing this.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and he says, "You're right.
Yeah.
You know, they're in violation of his rights."
Yeah,
Okay? He says,
yeah,
and,
yeah.
we took care of it.
All right. Nice to meet you. Take care. Okay, everybody, that was it. Just meeting up with a stranger. There were two of them, two brothers, hanging out in a parking lot. And one was a bit touchy about the subject. We didn't want to discuss it, just want to dismiss it and say everything is okay, which is not true in Canada. Not everything is okay. And but the brother stayed behind, and as you could hear, I didn't have my video on me, so I just use my phone to do a recording audio. So I hope that you learned something from this, and I'll see you in the next video.